Welcome back, everybody. A Pink Lemon here, and once again, Beyblade X is here. It is here right now, and we are continuing our unboxing with Knightshield. Or is it Knightshield? It's Knightshield, not Knightshield. We are continuing our Beyblade X unboxings with Knightshield because most people have already unboxed Dransword and Hell's Scythe since they released early. And, I don't know, it's just a really nice looking Bey. I mean, they all are. I love everything about Beyblade X so far, especially after the last video, so I'm super excited to get into what Knightshield has to offer. We'll start off looking at the back. Obviously, another one of Multi's Beys. It's very cool that they gave Multi 2 Beys, because typically that's the thing in Beyblade. You have your one partner Bey, and I'm super excited to see how they develop that sort of having multiple Beyblades relationship in the manga. Obviously, Knightshield, a right spinning defense type owned by Multi in the manga. It's got that 55 out of 100 in defense. It's got the 380 ratchet, so it actually has one less nub than Wizard Arrow, the last Beyblade we unboxed. And it has the needle tip, which is strange because usually stamina types get the sharp tip, or the needle tip in this case, and defense types get the ball tip that Wizard Arrow has. But, you know, they decided to switch it up and I don't mind. I am glad that they decided to keep the idea of defense types being green, attack types blue, balance types red, and, you know, stamina types yellow/orange. Very cool. So now that we've looked at the box, without further ado, let's open this thing up. Okay, this time I actually know how to open a Beyblade X package.
Are you sure about that?
Still having a little bit of trouble finding things. Okay.
3 hours later.
Oh, I meant to just do the side. Well, you live and you learn. Okay, and bam. Got it out again. They put so much tape on these Beyblade X Beys as opposed to, like, literally every other generation. Like, look at the... Oh my god, my knife can't even get through it. Oof. And then you have to do the other side too? Like, goddamn, Takara Tomy, what are you afraid of? It's like you don't want people to open these. Okay, I think I got it. Now unveiling Knightshield. Look at that. Oh, amazing. Let's start with the launcher. Bam. Another winder launcher. Ripcord. I'll have to straighten this out just to make it more efficient at launching, but, you know, still good. Put the launcher aside. Bam. It makes a really satisfying noise. Let me just... There you go. And then the pull. Like, this has to be one of the most satisfying Beyblade launchers. For sure. And finally... the blade, the ratchet, and the bit. And now, here we are... the Blade Knightshield, or Knightshield. Obviously, it's got that very nice armor-looking design, and I always thought it looked like a turtle when it first released, which, you know, makes sense. It's green, it's defensive, it's kind of turtle-like. And the colors, unlike Wizard Arrow, are pretty accurate to what it's got on the box. Overall, very excited for this design, and it already has a cousin in Knight Lance, so I'm super excited to sort of see the Knight line of Beyblades. Up next is the Ratchet 380, and it's got about the same amount of translucency that 480 has. And honestly, because they're both 80, they are both the same height, 80 millimeters. And the defense type bit, which is usually a stamina tip, which is needle, which is usually the equivalent of a sharp tip, which is for stamina types, but they've decided to put it on the defense type this time. I wonder why. And in the absence of stickers, which, man, I really miss doing the stickers. I hope they bring stickers back, and I kind of hope they bring face bolts back, because I don't know how I feel about this 3-part design. At least 4 parts would be nice. But we're in the absence of stickers and a face bolt to put, you know, a sticker on, we're going to do the final assembly. So, ratchet into blade, which I just realized these are 2 different colors of green. Not sure how I feel about that. Ratchet into blade, and then bit into ratchet. You sort of just twist it around until it clicks, and then you click the ratchet on. So, it turns out this is not at all how you're supposed to assemble Beyblade X Beys, and I only figured that out in the next unboxing. So I'm just going to play a clip from that video to spare you the trouble of having to watch me struggle to assemble Knightshield. So, turns out I'm an idiot. You're meant to put the ratchet in, twist it to lock it, and then put the bit in, and it'll just click in. There we have Knightshield 380 Needle, or 380N. As you can see, it's a very cool looking bay when fully put together, especially this side profile, and if we compare it to our Wizard Arrow, you can already see the unique side profiles that's going to give it unique recoil patterns, strengths, and weaknesses, which is very cool. And of course, they are the same height because they are both of the 80 variety, although the 380 having 3 nubs instead of the 4 nubs that 480 have is definitely going to make it a better defense type, and it makes it way harder to twist the ratchet on, as you guys saw earlier. But now that we have this bay assembled, we've got to do our little test spin on the desk. The 3-prong slot in, you got to hold the launcher, kind of weirder than I'm used to, and 3, 2, 1, go shoot! And there you can see, because it's got that needle tip, it sort of wobbles around, but because it's so tall, it sort of never comes close to scraping, and wow, really, look at it go, jeez. And bam, that is Knightshield, so without further ado, we're going to put this Beyblade through some Beyblade X battles. Let's get straight into it. For these battles, we're also going to be using the new Beyblade X rule set. So a sleep out equals 1 point, a burst or a knockout / over finish equals 2 points, and an extreme finish equals a whopping 3 points. We'll be doing a best out of 3, so first to 2 points, which means that the first competitor to reach 4 points twice overall wins. For these battles, we're going to be putting Knightshield up against Dransword to see if Knightshield's high defenses can fend off Dransword's hard-hitting attacks. Dransword fails to make a mark, and Knightshield wins with a sleep out. The score is now 1-0. And after missing the first time, Dransword hits a perfect extreme dash, which now makes the score 1-3. And after a hit from Dransword, we get to see a rare extreme dash from Knightshield, which seems to knock all the stamina out of Dransword, making the score now 2-3. And after an outstanding reversal, Knightshield tanks a series of head-on clashes from Dransword and wins with a sleep out, making the score now 3-all. And after a very quick X-dash, somehow Dransword manages to jump on top of Knightshield, sort of Goomba stomping it into the overfinish and jumping back into the stadium, winning the round. Knightshield impressively manages to tank 2 extremely fast extreme dashes and wins with a sleep out, making the score now 1-0. And despite coming close to an extreme finish, Dransword can't quite make Knightshield budge and loses with a sleep out. The score is now 2-0. And by using the very end of the extreme line, Dransword gets a quick burst of speed that lets it land an overfinish, making the score now 2-all. And after only 1 hit against Knightshield, Dransword immediately bursts, making Knightshield the winner of this round. And with 1 super fast extreme dash, Dransword immediately lands an overfinish, making the score now 0-2. And unfortunately, Knightshield just couldn't hold on, and thanks to 2 back-to-back overfinishes, Dransword is the winner. Well, those were some awesome X battles, with Knightshield really demonstrating its impressive defense by tanking several explosive hits from Dransword without even coming close to bursting, and even managing to burst Dransword from just being hit. And I think I finally figured out why they gave it the needle tip instead of the ball tip. See, due to the height of Beyblade X bays, when Knightshield gets knocked off balance, the needle tip lets it lean forward more, facing the blade forward like a shield to defend from oncoming attacks. You know, hence the name, Knightshield. Unfortunately though, even though it was able to consistently defend from all those hits, I'm really starting to feel the attack type advantage when it comes to this new Beyblade X rule set. Regardless though, Knightshield has already surpassed Wizard Arrow and all the other X-Bays for my favorite X-Bay so far, and I cannot wait to get my hands on its big sibling, Knight Lance. That's enough out of me though. What do you think of Knightshield, and why do you think Takara Tomy gave it the needle tip instead of the ball tip? Let me know in the comments below, and remember to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more Beyblade X content coming soon. Until next time, I've been a Pink Lemon, and I hope you have a great day.